guys, welcome back. We are Sunil and Pia. Vikrant Rana Kannada teaser dropped. So we are reacting to it, starring none other than Kicha Sudeep. We have reacted to the glimpse of this film. Click here if you want to check that out first and then come to this video. Maybe you can watch it after.
They didn't reveal much in the glimpse, except that he has a badass coat.
He is a devil. He has a badass coat.
But the devil is going to change a land that was feared. So it seems like he's an anti-hero?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yes. Anti-hero. Like a good guy that's a bit of a...
Badass.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. They didn't use the word hero, did they? They used the word devil. So there's something about him...
Yep, that people are gonna fear, but also respect, because he's gonna change the land that's feared.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, we'll see.
Kicha Sudeep is a really big Kannada actor, so without further ado, let's get into the teaser.
Let's watch. Oh, the little kid again.
Ooh. Okay. That's him.
So cute! Devil.
Are you all thinking what I'm thinking?
Devil. That was nice.
Oh.
Vikrant Rana. Badsha Kicha.
Okay. Ah,
Grandmother's
cool.
diary.
See the leather-bound book?
Yep.
That's the diary, I think.
Right. Alright. They didn't show much about the story,
But we know it's not set in modern times. If it's a grandmother's story, then it's a few decades ago.
grandmother's story, maybe grandmother wrote from another story that she know about. So we don't know when this film is set.
Yes. But judging by the hat, it looks like the 20s?
1920s?
Maybe?
Right, okay. Obviously, he looks like he has a nice boat and he has some people following him. Because he was standing in front of all these people. His crew, probably.
Or there was a mutiny and he took over the boat. Because he was beating someone else up on the boat and then everyone was sort of cheering him.
Right, okay.
Maybe,
Nicely
we'll
observed.
see. I'm being a bit of a history nerd here as usual, 1 minute 13. If it's set when I thought it was, the height of your hat signified how rich you were and how high you were in society. So those sort of flat hats were worn by workers.
Right.
And people who just had sort of menial jobs.
Oh, okay.
Everyone wore a hat and it signified how wealthy you were. So that's why judging by how he's dressed, if it's not set in modern times, I would say that he wouldn't own a boat.
Right, okay.
So that's why I think that maybe he took over.
Probably.
But I could be wrong.
Nice observation, as usual. What I observed is that there are a lot of kids. I don't know how these kids got into that place and found out about this story. Maybe that little kid's grandma told the kid about the story and she is bragging about it.
I think it looks like a cubby.
Cubby.
A cubby house.
Right.
You know a cubby?
No.
A cubby is usually, it's like a square sort of maybe like made out of wood. And usually parents will put it up in a tree.
Oh, tree house. We call it a tree house.
Yes.
Yeah.
But a cubby doesn't have to be in a tree house. I had a cubby that was sort of on the ground in the backyard.
Ah.
But I never went in there because it was full of spiders because I live in Australia. So I think that that's like, you know, the cubby is always the place where kids go to because that's where you can hide from your parents and sort of do like naughty little kids things. So they're meeting there to kind of collect bits of paper from the grandmother's diary that they're not supposed to have.
Yeah.
And I think the grandmother probably isn't telling her the story because it's too scary. That's what I've caught from it. I think they're just, you know, they've found out about this story. They want to know more. So they're going to steal the grandmother's diary and they're meeting in the cubby house to talk about it in secret.
Okay, I have a theory for this film.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is what the film's about. a land where there is some sort of evil, maybe a witch or
Oh, you think he's supernatural?
kidnapping children. Someone's kidnapping children, and all the people goes to Vikrant Rona, and he goes and fights the evil to bring all the children back. That's probably why there's plenty of children finding out about this story in the first place. Otherwise, why would there be children?
Well, there is an interesting juxtaposition where this story is about a devil, about an evil land, and yet they're mixing that with the voice of a child, which is innocence and naivety.
True.
And they're telling it like a fairy tale, you know, like a children's story.
Yeah.
And they're mentioning Pied Piper, other sort of like fairy tale people that are not very good. Like, I don't think the Pied Piper's a very good person.
I don't
from what
know
I
who
can
that is.
remember. Well, it's an old story. So it's kind of like a bit of a fairy tale.
Right, okay.
Yeah. It's the main character of a German tale about a man hired by the citizens of a town to get rid of rats.
Rats.
Okay, so I think they're connecting that with a story.
Oh, you remember the Pied Piper
He plays the
plays a
fiddle.
tune and all the rats follow him and he pushes them out of off the mountain or into the lake or something?
When?
In the story, the Pied Piper.
Yeah.
That's the story, I just remembered.
Oh.
Yeah, he plays a tune so that all the rats follow him and he then goes into the river or off the mountain or something.
You're right, okay.
Maybe not off the mountain because he'll die. So probably not that.
Yeah, but that makes sense. So maybe if there's gangsters or bad people running this village, or town, they said town, sorry, they could be considered the rats, and then he is the Pied Piper.
Right.
But I don't remember the Pied Piper being a good person, so maybe that's why he's a devil as well.
Yeah, he probably befriends all the bad guys and gets them to follow him and then hands them over to police or something.
So when you Google Pied Piper, one of the first questions that come up is, you know, what's the true story of Pied Piper, whatever, and also is the Pied Piper a villain? So you can see here, it's like,
Super villain turned superhero.
yes. So I think there is some dark elements of this character. I mean, the old German tales, if you look up any of the original Disney princesses, like Snow White was German, it is messed up. Like the endings, like people get their feet cut off.
Right.
It's not Disneyfied.
Not too pleasant.
No.
Hope you enjoyed our reaction. What do you guys think about this teaser? Let us know in the comments below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It'll really support us. Like, subscribe, like, whichever order. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.